Welcome to your animal guide journey. Do you ever feel frustrated with yourself? Do you ever think, oh, if I could just get myself more focused or less lazy or more organized, or if I could just stay on track, then I would be able to do all the things that I want to do. If you are anything like me, you may have this self-judgment recording playing in your brain that is actually the thing that's getting in the way of you achieving your dreams. And when you learn to work with yourself the way you are, that is when the magic happens. If you have not met me before, my name is Kira Lani. I help healers master their energy to unleash their gifts, own their value, and serve their true purpose. Now, I do not help you serve the purpose that you think you're supposed to be serving. I don't help you serve the purpose that someone told you you were supposed to be doing. I help you get in touch with the truth of your being so that you can serve your true purpose. And that's what this video is all about today, because maybe you've noticed things are changing fast in the world right now. And we are all stuck at home, going out at our own risk to buy groceries from the store, hearing news updates every day about how many people are sick in our towns and our country. And oh, by the way, now the US has the most cases. And it is very easy to get caught up in this cycle of distraction and overwhelm and fear. And it can be very difficult to take the time to be with yourself. But you know what? This current global crisis, it's almost as if it were orchestrated just to give you the opportunity to do your inner work. So if you are game, we're going to do some of that today. And so I'm going to share a little bit about my story of how I came to this particular topic of calling in your animal totem in order to get to know yourself better. It's just one of the ways that we can kind of trick our conscious brain and bring the subconscious to the surface. When we connect with animal totems and we receive wisdom and guidance from animal totems, that can actually connect to a part of ourself that we may have been hiding from ourselves. And I know for me, the reason I have the heron picture here is because I was really struggling. This was several years ago now, it was a while ago now, but I was really struggling to get on track with my business and my life. And I kept telling myself, you just need to focus. You just need to focus on one thing until it comes to completion before you move on to the next thing. And as I'm going through this process, every day this keeps coming up for me. You just need to focus. Why is it so hard for you to focus, Kira? Come on, you have to focus. Why are you doing this when you haven't finished the last thing yet? When are you ever going to finish a project? Yeah, this is how I was talking to myself. It doesn't sound very nice, does it? That's not how you want your friends to talk to you. So if you have this type of self-talk going on in your brain, it's time to shift that. And so this is one of the ways that I shifted it for myself. I had done an animal totem meditation with a woman's group that I was part of, and the heron came in, and I was just like, huh, that's strange. I always thought my totem was the bear. Oh, whoops, it's this side. See that bear behind me? She's been my spirit animal my whole life. On the other side is a painting my mother made of me when I was 2 years old. And these two are my constant companions. My child self is connected to the bear because my mother saw the bear in me when I was a baby. So when the heron came in for me several years ago, I didn't really pay it much attention. I thought, well, the heron might have a message for me. I don't know what it is. And I was distracted and moved on to the next thing, just in typical Kira fashion. And that doesn't really sound much like a bear, does it? No, because the heron was trying to talk to me and I didn't listen at first. And so it had been about a week since I had done the meditation where the heron came into the meditation. And then I was driving home one day and a heron flew right across my path. And I was like, oh, wow, so beautiful. I love herons. And then it was either later that day or the very next day. It was like immediately afterwards. I think it was that very same day, actually. I went to my kids were all staying at their dad's house and their dad was traveling, and I went to visit my boys at their dad's house, and I wanted to hang out with them, but they were all playing video games. And so I said, I'll just go outside and call my mom. And I walked outside, and the second I stepped off of the front stoop of that house, here comes a heron flying really low in this direct path straight over my head. And I said, okay, now you've got my attention. And so I did a little bit of exploration into what does the heron have to say to me? And what she had to say is that as I am dancing with this world, I am dancing in the way of a heron. The heron dives deep. She never gives up. And she is going to juggle many things at the same time. The heron doesn't operate by focusing on one thing. She operates by grabbing this one from here and that one from there. And yeah, maybe she drops a ball here and there, but she keeps more of them in the air than she drops. And so I had this mass epiphany after I started exploring this. And I said, oh my gosh, I've been trying to change myself instead of learning to work with myself the way that I am. And as soon as I realized I need to work with myself the way I am, I'm never going to change. I mean, I was already 40 years old at this point. So for me to think now at 40, I'm going to suddenly completely change the way I interact with the world. And I'm going to become that person that I always thought of as the one who gets things done, the one I'm not because I'm not getting things done. And as soon as I realized that I need to dance with the world in this way where I'm taking a little bit here and a little bit there and then coming back over here to work on that one a little more and coming back over here. And it's not that I'm dropping the balls. It's that I have to take turns in order to stay inspired and interact with life and engaged. To stay engaged, you have to dance with yourself the way that you are and not try to change into someone who you're not. And as soon as I realized this and I started finding ways to work with myself the way that I am instead of trying to change my nature, I started making strides, leaps and bounds in my growth and development and living my dream of traveling and teaching. And it really was a big game changer for me. And right now I'm seeing that it is time for you to show up as in your full authenticity, because for us to really change the world, we have to really know ourselves. It's not about changing yourself. It's about knowing yourself, knowing where your natural proclivities are and working with what your nature is instead of trying to change it. And right now, my intuition is telling me that this coronavirus is here to give us an opportunity, to seize the moment, because the moment is now. The moment wasn't yesterday. Whatever you learned yesterday is going to contribute to what you have to offer today. Whatever you're going to do tomorrow will come in good time. Right now, in this moment, what is the opportunity for you? How can you seize that opportunity? How can you get to know yourself better so that you will show up to serve the planet at this crucial time? Because I believe the world is never going to be what it was before. But I have full faith that we can create something much better. Already the planet is healing. Just in such a short time of people slowing down, the planet is healing. They're seeing the sky in China where they haven't seen the sky in decades. They can hear the birds sing that haven't been audible due to the cacophony of human activity. And this is happening here in the US too. People are talking about their special streams, and their environment, their natural environment is returning. And so this is a testament to the power of healing that the earth carries. As soon as she is given a chance to heal, she does, even amidst the repeated injuries placed upon her. And we as humans have this same capacity. If we give ourselves the space, we will heal. And if we heal ourselves, we can heal the world. And this is what I'm here to do. This is how I'm called to serve, to help you get to know yourself better so that you can show up in your full authenticity. This is what today's class is about. It's not just about a fun meditation. It is going to be a really sweet, fun meditation where we're going to go on a journey and meet some spirit guide animals that may have some really powerful messages for you. But the main message I want you to receive from this isn't so much, oh, I didn't know the heron was my spirit animal. I thought it was the bear. The main message I want you to get from this is that there are parts of you just waiting for you to let them fully express into the world. And there is no time but the now to do that. Hello, beautiful Carla. Thank you for dropping in today. And hi, Lisa. Thank you for sharing and reminding me to remind all of you out there to let your friends know we're here. And whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, I'm now broadcasting simultaneously to Facebook and YouTube. And I would love some support over on my YouTube channel because I haven't yet really built it out, and I'm working on getting more views over there on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, will you please subscribe, like, share, let everybody know I'm here offering these services to the world. And same thing on Facebook, like, share, let your friends know we're here. And be sure to like the Kiralani Tree Gong Healer Facebook page to make sure you get the notifications. Yes, the future, the world is changing, my friends, and we are designed to change with the world. And yes, Carla, it is a rest, and I hope that it shifts us to where we recognize that there are, I'm sorry, my brain went off on a tangent. That happens sometimes. So yes, I believe that the change that we have the opportunity to create right now is to recognize that we have been, and I don't mean you individually, I don't mean me individually, I mean as a collective of modern society, there has been a focus on how can we bring more resources into our personal lives? How can we create more abundance? And I'm not dissing bringing resources into your life or creating abundance. Those are important parts of life. We need to thrive in order to fully serve our purpose here on the planet. but to recognize what are the things that we really don't need in our lives, that we can not put extra resources into creating things that aren't really that useful. What are the ways that we can learn from this to continue to slow down and rest? Rest is a commodity, my friends, in this modern world. And to be forced to rest is such a powerful opportunity to heal. Thank you, Lisa. And when we give ourselves that time to rest and heal, it's just like what's happening on the planet. We can actually change our priorities and feel even more abundant in a completely different world where things are coming back into balance, where we are honoring all life, not just being in competition with each other to climb the ladder of prestige, but really honoring, just like the trees in the forest honor each individual for the contribution to the whole. They aren't out there trying to see who can take all the sunlight and then distribute it out slowly through their roots to the others. They're actually feeling each other and making space for each other, and sometimes even sacrificing themselves for each other. And so, what can we learn in this time of slowing down? And what can we learn by connecting to nature? And that's what this show is all about, is learning from connecting to nature. So if you're watching, stick around to the end, because I'm going to share a very special opportunity with you. And know that whatever guidance, whatever animal guide you most resonate with may come to you today in our meditation, or it may be a completely different one. And I wanted to bring this little fun piece of driftwood that is my dragon's eye. Can you see it? Because I also have been making a relationship with my spirit dragon, along with the animals that live here in the natural world. There may be some mythological beast that you resonate with. There could be angels that come in to bring you guidance, because really the consciousness that moves through the universe is all a unified consciousness. The unified field is what speaks through us, is what coalesces our consciousness. And so by connecting with specific animals, we're connecting with vibrations that are a part of us. And when you connect with the parts of yourself that you have been stuffing down because you judge them, or because you have been judged by others in the past, you can free those special gifts that you were brought here to give to the world. And so without further ado, let's go on a journey together. I'm so excited for this, my friends. And so take a comfortable seat. You can also be standing or lying down if you prefer, and touch in with your breath. Close your eyes, or you may choose to just have a half-lidded, soft gaze. Whatever helps you connect in. And breathe into the back of your heart. Fill up the space between your shoulder blades as if nourishing your wings. And with each exhale, allow yourself to settle onto the support of the breath, releasing any tension. Take any micro movements that will help you continue to release this tension. And now imagine you find yourself on a walk in a beautiful forest glen. The light is dappled through the leaves. and you come across this beautiful, soft bed of moss. You lie down and take a rest. Feeling the warmth of the sun just gently touching you through the shaded, dappled light of the trees. And you open your eyes to the sound of an animal. What animal has come to greet you? Take a moment to gaze into the eyes of this first animal guide that has come to you. And ask inside yourself, what message do you have for me this fine day, beautiful creature? You notice that this animal is wanting you to follow. And so you get up and you follow until you come to a tree. You look down and you see that there is a doorway in this tree, and that this is a magical portal. The animal is guiding you through a magical portal into your wildest imagination. Now, when you walk through this portal, you are going to be transported to the next landscape where you will meet your next animal guide. And this time, I'm going to allow you in your own imagination to go to where you are guided. Maybe it's to the ocean, maybe it's to the desert or a mountaintop. Take a moment to take in the landscape that you have arrived at. And as you look around, you notice there is another animal guide beckoning to you. Walk towards this animal and again look into the eyes and ask, what is the message that is alive for you in this moment? What is the message that will guide you on your path through this life, through this challenging time of transformation and rebirth? Before there can be rebirth, something has to die. So, what is falling away as you step into your full, authentic self? And what is the gift that you bring? Allow your special animal spirit guide to give you the reflection of what is that work that you have to do here in this one precious life that you get to inhabit in this body. And now your animal guide is inviting you for a walk through this beautiful natural landscape that you find yourself in. And you are being invited to look around for a special token of this journey. It may be a rock or a shell or a crystal. It may be a leaf or a mushroom. It may even be that there's another animal who wants to present itself to you at this time. Whatever you find on your path, accept it as a special gift for you. Hold it in your hand. Gaze upon it. Feel the qualities of this item that you have been gifted. And because it's an energetic item, you can place it into your heart and hold it there and feel the gift that it is giving you. Maybe it's confidence, vulnerability, authenticity, grace, or grit. Whatever the gift is, allow yourself to receive it fully, own it, and recognize it as the gift that is a part of you, the gift that you are bringing to this life, the gift that will allow you to change many lives for the better as you step into your full power, your full authenticity, and your full grace. And now you hear a piercing cry as a giant eagle swoops down to carry you home. Climb onto the back of this magnificent bird. And as you soar over the landscape, just breathe in and integrate all of the gifts that you have found on this journey. And breathe into the unique gift that you are. It's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. When you act from love, you see love, you receive love, you are love. So hold all of the precious gifts that you have received in your heart and come back into your body in this moment, in this room that you're sitting in, as we gather here together. And as you integrate the pieces of this journey into your present self, slowly return to movement, open your eyes. I'd love to hear from some of you what came through. Were you surprised by a new animal that you didn't know was one of your guides? Did an old friend come back to give you a new message? What did you receive on this short little journey that we went on together? While I'm waiting for the new comments, I'll check in with the ones that came in earlier. Lisa has a dragon that comes in sometimes. Krista Love. Thank you all for joining me, and I would love to hear from you what messages came through for you. Because you know what? When a message comes through for you, it is not only for you. It is also for whoever you choose to share it with. And we all need all the wisdom right now. We need all the love and companionship. We need all the support from all of our tribe. And we are in this together. We are changing the world, one healing heart at a time. Lisa said she had a wolf. Lisa, what did the wolf say to you? When I first saw this, when I first saw wolf, I really saw you embodying that strength and freedom and confidence. The wolf runs in a pack, but she is her own sovereign being. She doesn't take anything from anyone unless she wants to. Let me know if that resonates and if there's another message that came through from that wolf. And then a dragon came. Beautiful. And that dragon, what the dragon is telling me, it's saying to you, is to believe in your magic. You are a magical dragon being. As because I saw your message before, I know this isn't the first time a dragon has come through for you. The dragons are ready to work with you when you are ready to own your own power and magic, because you are carrying this power, this dragon medicine. Dragon medicine is powerful, transformative heart medicine. Let me know if there are any other messages or if that resonated. Let's see. That was what it said. Part of a pack. Remember my past lives. Yeah, tuning into the past life wisdom can also be a really powerful way to journey into knowing yourself better. And when you know yourself really well, then you're less likely to get pulled off track by what others think or feel. And when we're around a lot of people who are judgmental or negative or fearful, it can be hard to stay in our heart center. This is why it's so important to get to know yourself really well so that you will stay centered and grounded through whatever life throws at you. Beautiful. And I will stick around a little longer to hear if any more of you have any comments or shares from that little meditation. If you missed the meditation and you're just joining now, go back and watch the replay. And if you're watching the replay, let me know you're here and share as well. And I am going to wrap this up in a few minutes, and then on the hour, which is 4:00 here on the Pacific Coast, 7:00 on the East Coast, I am going to be offering a very special training in my private Facebook group. The Facebook group is called The Healer's Space for Mastery, and I will drop the link in the comments for all of you so you can join if you aren't a member yet. I know I'm not always the best singer, but I love to sing. I love to use my voice. And the training in the Healer's Space for Mastery is about how to cut through fear, overwhelm, and distraction to find the dedication and discipline to stay the course through the growing pains of transformation. And so if you are still confused, if you have a lot of different animals coming in, or if you had some distractions like Carla, too many people in her space, try again later. So this training is for you if you are finding the collective fear distracting. If you have noticed that you are easily distracted and you don't stay on track with your intentions. If you are wanting to show up at a higher level to serve the collective in this important time of transformation and transmutation, because everything that I'm getting externally and internally about this virus is that this is an ascension process right now. And those of us who are here to transform the world together, we are going to rise together. And it may be painful to watch some people falling away in the process, but that is part of the journey. And Lisa also says, given something very shiny and it turned into a crystal. Ooh. And Kim said, an owl and a snake. Ooh, what powerful medicine, the owl and the snake. Ooh, sister, you are a magical being. The owl is really all about transformation, seeing in the dark, shadow work, dream work. And the snake is connected to the divine feminine and that uprising of the power of creation and rebirth. The snake sheds its skin and becomes reborn. And so you are, I don't know you yet, Kim, but just from feeling your energy around this one share, I would say that you are a powerful transformational healer. And if you don't already know that, then let's talk, because it is time for you to show up on a new level. And if you are already working as a transformational healer, then it's time for your next rebirth, your next transformation into really serving at that higher level that you were brought here to serve. So I hope that resonates. And I'm really looking forward to seeing some of you over in the group for the next training. Again, this training in the Healer's Space for Mastery is for you if you are ready to go through that next level of transformation and rebirth, and you have been having a hard time finding the dedication and discipline to get yourself through to the next level because of fear, overwhelm, distraction, or anything else that's been getting in your way. Let's talk more about that on the other side. And I have a really exciting 3-day training coming up in that same group next week. So if you're not already a member, come on in. I like to give a little bit of space so that you can come in. I can get you in the door, and then you can drop in for the training. In about 20 minutes, I'll be going live over there for this next training. And this is going to be more nuts and bolts. This one here was kind of just like fun and playing with the energy. In there, we're going to talk about some real tools that you can use right now to get yourself or keep yourself on track through this challenging time. So good to share space with you here today, and I will see you on the other side. Blessed be.